Why didn't you get the ones we like from the Wawa?
A quick coffee in the morning, a delicious hoagie for lunch, and gas in the evening. What more can you want from a local convenience store? Or one-stop shops for those living on the East Coast? Better than a 7-Eleven. Here are the top 10 untold truths of Wawa.
We want to go to the Wawa again.
A cult brand.
So you're not a cult?
A cult? No.
Whoa, wah! As obscure as it may sound, for many consumers living on the East Coast, from Philadelphia to New Jersey, Wawa is a local convenience store that's bustling with daily activity. It's not just a place to pick up coffee and gas in the morning, milk on the way home, or a sandwich and snack for lunch. Wawa is a way of life. Widely popular, it has a distinct cult following. The company was named after a small town in Pennsylvania where it first began, and the word, which actually derives from an Ojibwe Native American word meaning Canada goose, is not to be mistaken with the town of the same name in Ontario, Canada. Wawa convenience stores are very different from a 7-Eleven for many reasons. For one, they're much better than the 7-Eleven, and that is a proven fact. Their customer base is confined to a narrow niche in mid-Atlantic America, their clients are extremely loyal and defensive of the brand, and the company is a private family-run business. So obscure, yet their annual revenue exceeds $10 billion. Second in place to 7-Eleven, Wawa was also one of the first convenience stores to sell hot food, starting as far back as 1964. It beats 7-Eleven to the punch here, who only began serving pizza in 2009. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, coffee and gas all day makes for a great pit stop anytime. Over the years, it's become much more than a store in many small communities where Wawas prevail.
We welcome you into our community.
It's become a trustworthy household name that gives back tenfold to the community. Wawa's humble beginnings.
I want to know where it came from.
George Wood of New Jersey invested in 1,000 acres of land to start a dairy farm in Chester Heights in Delaware County in Pennsylvania in 1890. The area where he established his corporate headquarters was later renamed Wawa. The dairy company slowly grew as the demand for milk increased in the 1920s. Wawa's first slogan, "Buy health by the bottle," catered to sickly children and their families by delivering milk to customers' homes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey for 40 years. In the 60s, many people started buying milk from local stores, and Wawa opened its own to adjust to consumers' needs.
Who's the target consumer?
There is no target consumer.
In 1964, the first Wawa food market opened in Folsom, Pennsylvania, where it remained in operation till 2016, when it closed to make way for a new Super Wawa down the street. The Wawa food market stores were part of a new trend in retailing, as they were open earlier and stayed open later than regular grocery stores. George Wood opened 3 more that year. Although growth has been slow, it continues steadily, but it has a lot more to offer than just food. It now has almost 800 locations and 30,000 employees in 6 states. Times have changed for this company, from their humble beginnings to what they represent today. Everyone loves them, but don't get your hopes up high and think Wawa is going to set up shop near you anytime soon. They keep a close eye on competitors, but time has taught them valuable lessons, and they're careful not to expand too quickly into different markets or states.
We should stick to what we're good at.
Wawa the Community Hub. One of the untold truths of Wawa is that it's more of a community hub than a convenience store. Honestly, it's more of a hangout than a store.
What community? There's a community?
Located in small towns, it's become an epicenter for many daily meetings and a place to swap stories while picking up food. Wawa customers are so loyal and love it so much, they even wrote a song about it. To an outsider, Wawa seems like just another convenience store, but to residents, it's like a family, and they want to keep it that way.
One big happy family.
Wawa's also a big community supporter aside from just selling milk. It's the Wawa culture to invest in employees and customers. They have annual food drives, donate to charity, and have scholarship programs. Don't be surprised if while visiting a Wawa, you hear a song like "We Are Family" by Sister Sledge playing on the speakers as neighbors cheer firefighters during a hoagie baking contest. During the holidays, they have food drives to support employees and customers in need. Whether it's helping out store associates or donating thousands of dollars to charity, many Wawa stores take pride in their communities.
Community pride.
Fantastic coffee bar. The coffee station is bountiful, something crucial to a well-regarded highway pit stop. Starbucks, move over. Wawa's a good place to get coffee too. For those die-hard coffee aficionados,
Do it just a little bit better.
This might be blasphemy. Convenience store coffee is never any good, right? But don't kid yourself. In times of need, a Wawa coffee is just fine, and you would actually be surprised at how good it is. Made fresh all day long, they have every flavor you can think of, from 100% Colombian to a smooth dark Cuban roast. They have decaf and crowd-pleasing flavors like French vanilla, hazelnut, and pumpkin spice. There's something for everyone, and if you're not sure where to start, most stores will have a stack of little sample cups for free sampling.
Free sample?
Originally, coffee was served in glass carafes like coffee shops of yore, but today they have dispensers. Wawa sells 195 million cups a year. Every year they introduce new flavors. This year, for a limited time, they'll be serving a Reserve Guatemala certified fair trade organic coffee, sourced from a world-renowned growing region in the Guatemalan highlands.
You know, too much caffeine stunts your growth. First of all, shut up.
If you can't get to a Wawa, they sell it by the pound on Amazon, so you can brew Wawa premium coffee at home using their exclusive blends of freshly ground beans. Freshness guaranteed. Wawa and the perfect iced tea. Also very popular at Wawa's is their own signature brand of iced teas, which have also garnered quite a reputation. One of their greatest achievements is their ever-expanding line of bottled iced teas. They're made with brewed iced tea and real sugar with no artificial sweeteners. Their selection is extensive and has everything from simple regular iced tea or diet and extra sweet or unsweetened, lemonade-flavored iced tea, green tea, and other funky flavors like peach raspberry, tangerine, mango, and chilled chai.
May I have some iced tea?
Wawa also sells other drinks like sodas, colorful flavored lemonade, and chilled coffees. They also used to sell their own brand of soda and energy drinks called Mach W, and Wawa bottled water to go with their famous Hoagies. But this has been discontinued.
Or bring it back at once.
In Florida, as well as South Jersey, Wawa became a must pit stop for beachgoers stocking up on cool drinks before heading to the beach in the summer. Siptopia, a limited marketing campaign launched in Florida in 2017, was a big hit, offering 16-ounce beverages from cold brew coffee to lattes and frozen smoothies for under $1.99.
From the gas station?
It returns every year in the month of July, but as far as gas station branded beverages go, it doesn't get much better than this. The best Hoagies in town.
Welcome to House of Hoagies. Can I get you a sandwich?
Wawa sells more than 5 million Hoagies a year. How do they even do that? Easy. Wawa Hoagies have got to be some of the best around. They offer an extensive variety compared to their competitors, and their built-to-order Hoagies are made fresh on the spot at a reasonable price point. They come in 3 sizes: a junior Hoagie at 4 inches, the shorty at 6 inches, and a classic Hoagie at 10 inches. The Gobbler is by far their best seller. It's comfort on a roll, a roast turkey sandwich with gravy, stuffing, and cranberry. Thanksgiving wrapped up in a bun. The classic Italian Hoagie is a benchmark sandwich: folded hot ham, thin sliced salami, lettuce, onion, tomato, and provolone. The meatball sandwich also is a strong contender here, but the epitome has got to be the cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak.
Synonymous with Philly, where Philly cheesesteaks reign supreme. But Wawa doesn't stop here. It also has melts, wraps, flatbreads, quesadillas, and burritos. For the mornings, they have sizzly breakfast sandwiches available in all your favorite varieties, including sausage, egg and cheese, applewood smoked bacon, turkey sausage, and plain egg white.
The perfect egg sandwich.
I love you.
Wawa Digital Ordering. For a small family-run private business, Wawa's done pretty well. Instead of some grandiose expansion scheme, Wawa's kept low-key, limited expansion to only certain states. Meanwhile, they've managed over the years to have a slow, steady stream of profit, never shaking things up too much, and their formula has a proven track record here. Their stores are clean, streamlined, not in-your-face loud. In 1994, even as Wawa debuted the larger Super Wawa stores, they kept their pulse on the mainstream market. They made their larger stores more accessible to consumers by increasing the size of parking lots and have even added public restrooms to keep the customers in the store longer. In 1996, they added gas pumps, which increased their profits substantially. But did you know that as early as the 2000s, Wawa was among one of the first convenience stores to implement self-serve computer touchscreen menus for food orders?
It's digital.
They did this to improve accuracy of orders and to speed up takeout service and in turn increase sales.
This is what the beginning of a fire sale looks like.
In 2004, they also built a large distribution center for efficient processing and distribution of goods to their outlets. The next year, they started a Wawa credit card program and a social media page to better connect to their customers. Even though it decreases the need for human interaction, this might sound somewhat counterintuitive, but it's not a deterrent to bring people to the stores. Bottom line, they seem unaffected.
Order, order, order.
We are family. Even though Wawa is a family company and has remained private all these years, did you know that Dick Wood, the second and longest-serving chief executive officer of Wawa for 54 years, actually started splitting off the company to non-family members?
You're treating him like a member of the family.
With a lot of family infighting, recessions, and several failed expansion attempts, Wawa spent a lot of the 1990s learning from their failures, and a few short-lived attempts to sell products from Taco Bell and Pizza Hut hurt their bottom line. Wood believed that the best way to ensure Wawa's future was to separate it from its founding family.
But we're still family.
He was correct, and it paid off. Wawa is still growing, and now has almost 800 locations and 30,000 employees in 6 states. Wood also split the company between 2 separate family trusts when they tried to go public. His backup plan in 1992 was to reward longtime employees. He started an employee stock ownership program, or ESOP. Wawa bought back some of the family shares and asked employees to start switching some of their retirement funds.
This guy worked and never wanted to retire, even though it would have been the best thing for him.
From Wawa's 401k plan to the ESOP. The workers did, and 15 years later, many are retiring as millionaires. Wawa University.
Oh, man! I can't be late on the first day!
It's not just the sandwiches and coffee that set Wawa apart from the rest. Aside from being great philanthropists, donating to their community annually with food drives, and keeping employees happy by helping out with their bills, Wawa tries to educate and help out in every way. Did you know they even have their own university? A Harvard Business Journal review singled out Wawa's rigorous employee training program as one that resulted in a strong customer service culture. That training was initially developed through a program with Philadelphia's St. Joseph's University, but the company now handles training on its own at the Wawa University. The company training program will guide you with courses and continuing education programs, off-site, and with on-the-job training to meet your needs from basic training to leadership skills.
I'm gonna be president! I'm gonna be president!
Have you ever noticed how Wawa store employees are not only great with customers, but nice with each other? No catfights or competitive backstabbing attitudes in the food aisles.
Why? We're all very nice. We're very friendly.
Too many slogans.
Quick slogan idea.
You may think Wawa is wishy-washy with all the times they've changed their slogan. They're having a hard time finding their niche here. But there is a method to their madness. Some past slogans included the likes of Mama, I Love Wawa in 1960, boasting a baby on the ad who wanted his country fresh milk, to Wawa food markets for people on the go, catering to those with a busy lifestyle in the 1970s. The 80s to the 90s saw the likes of We Do It Just a Little Better and One Great Taste After Another, emphasizing their popularity with the masses. And now in the 21st century, Wawa's brought in independence with My Choice, My Wawa, and Gotta Have a Wawa.
Who even needs a slogan?
Despite all these slogan changes, the Canadian Goose has stayed a prominent fixture on the brand. These days, their logo is simple with their flagship colors of yellow and brown and red, and their traditional mascot. It's said that the goose was chosen here because the company employs the principles of teamwork, group consensus, and encouragement. Gotta love that Wawa.
No, that's my slogan idea.
Tap on another one of our great videos, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell.